Welcome to the last episode of Eagle Review for 2013. Tom Roach here to see the year out with me. There's no sugarcoating at Roachy. Had 2 weeks back-to-back of poor performances. Lowest total at Subi, lowest at the G. Fair understatement, it hasn't been the proudest 2 weeks for the club.
No, it's been a shocker thumper, but look, we've got a good game this week against Adelaide where I think we can bounce back, play some good footy and show the fans what they want to see for 2014. And you know what, if we can win by 100 points, Carlton lose by 70, everyone else loses who's above us, we can make it.
While it was a disappointing Friday night for the footy club, I think all West Coast fans need to take the time and acknowledge one of our great stalwarts. Matty Prittis awarded life membership for his 150 games and, had another belter against the Pies. He ended up with 32 touches and 9 tackles when you get absolutely monstered in the game, Roachy.
Nah, great effort and great career so far from Matty Prittis. You just know what you're going to get, Thumper. You're going to get hardness, you're going to get pressure, you're going to get good first disposals from clearances. Unfortunately, he's not very quick. You're not going to see running bounces from Pritter, but he's a great player and he's had a great 150 games.
Great story, missing out on several drafts and keeping his chin up, persevering. I don't think anyone conveyed his greatest attribute better than his midfield teammate, Matt Rosa.
He definitely raised the bar in terms of professionalism as soon as he got to the club. He was always doing extra recoveries, and he's improved himself very quickly, but he's also improved everyone around him. And
while on the topic of Matty Rosa, thought he had a hell of a game on the weekend. Finished with 37 disposals along with 8 grabs. Excellent effort, seeing as though he hasn't played since round 16. He went at 78%, not a bad clip, but he hasn't had a season that all West Coast fans were hoping for, Tom.
Well, you're right, mate. He's only played the 10 games this year. He's been injured a little bit. Been playing a lot of twos footy, which isn't good for Swan Districts as he plays for East Perth. I don't know what's been happening in the selection committee, mate. He's clearly in our best 22. I know he hasn't been in great nick. You've got to play the man. He's had 37 touches first game back.
Skipper of the side, Darren Glass, was in a bit of an incident on the weekend. He was stung 1,200 of the best from the AFL Tribunal for wrestling youngster Ben Kennedy. Roachy, what do you reckon? You reckon he ran on points decision or what?
Well, mate, he killed him, man. What happened was, Kennedy's taking him down when he shouldn't have. Glassy wasn't happy.
No.
Don't get Glassy angry because he's a strong man. He has nearly killed the kid.
Don't rattle the cage of the big dog, I say.
rattled him and he's taken him down. Well-deserved $1,200.
Thought a couple of our big men were in massive strife on the weekend with massive hits, delivered to them. Mitch Brown has an uncanny ability to get injured in the first quarter, and we thought he was going to happen here, Roachy. What are your thoughts?
Well, mate, he could have ironed side-bottom out, but, with the front-on pressure, the front-on bump these days, you're not allowed to do that. So he got a bit worried and he sort of got himself in an awkward position and, mate, he was seeing stars after that.
Yeah, I think so, because his handball target missed Wellingham by a good country mile.
That's right. He probably saw 3 Wellinghams at the time. You've got to go for the middle Wellingham there, Brownie. Hard luck, mate.
The other hit on Scotty Lycett could have had him in all sorts of trouble. Was split right down the middle from Nick Maxwell. Not the first time Nick Maxwell has taken out a West Coast player. Mind you, we all remember Paddy McGinn at his jaw that half of it ended up on Patterson Stadium. But, Scotty could have been in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, he's got to have more awareness, the big fella. You've got to be very careful. Maxwell will pick blokes off if they're not paying attention. He loves that little bit of a bump, and Scotty had no idea he was coming. So just have a look around, mate.
Good to see you got to the next ruck contest in style. What about if Lynchy and Gaff had a hit anywhere near the power of these two? You reckon Gaffy would handle himself or what?
No, Gaffy's in strife in that one.
Speaking of shocking hits, none worse, obviously, than defender Will Schofield's over the weekend. He remained in his hometown Geelong just for the weekend and not flying back on the midnight horror, but was attacked totally unprovoked, we've all heard. He received a fractured cheekbone, but fortunately for him, he will not require surgery, just needs rest, but needs us to say he won't be playing this weekend.
No, he won't be, mate. He was donning the shades Monday to cover up that fractured cheekbone. He was trying to get to his car, he had a thumping headache. He had his defending partner duo, Jacob Brennan.
Got to the top of the stairs out the front of the club, and I thought he'd turn around and gave me the big thumbs up. So I've come strolling out, happy as Larry, and bang, out from behind a garbage bin comes one certain journalist and a camera crew, and I felt like I'd done something wrong. I felt like a criminal. I didn't know what to do. I was pretty shocked, to be honest. So
it's tough. I don't think I have given the thumbs up. I am known to give a few thumbs up every now and then, but that was certainly not a thumbs up decision from mine.
I think you'll be able to forgive me, mate, given my current condition without saying.
You might not have been able to see my hand waving. You got to get confused with the swollen eyes and the thumbs up and things like that.
Magic moment, they're not all bursting out at me, I'll be honest, but gotta tip me hat to Jack Darling. He's ended up taking a magnificent grab, almost had his head put through the fence at the G, and he's gone, "Where's me 50 umpire?" No, nothing doing. He goes, "Rightio, we'll stick it up. Yeah, I'll just dob one from 50, no problem at all."
Mine's Coxie, mate, running through the middle. He's got 70 metres of space, the big fella, but You do know he's over 200 centimetres tall and a bounce is a bit dangerous. This was shocking effort. And then the siren goes and we couldn't kick a goal. Just summed up our night. And this one, a little quick one here for Josh Hill, mate. This has happened 2 weeks in a row, and you might have to do something about your foot-eye coordination, because at the moment you're not putting any leather on the boot, mate.
Get off our show, Hilly. You can't do it twice in a week and get off the hook. Let's look at the teams now. This is our last game of the season, unless something by chance happened. The big 70-point swing both ways. Don't shake your head, Tom. Anything's possible. But it's just important that we finish off the season a good night. Give our home fans something to cheer about. Haven't had the best record this year. Let's have a look at the team that's going to do it. Coming into the side, we've got Simon Tunbridge playing his second game of the season. We remember he was the sub against the Dons earlier. Andrew Embley and Adam Selwood playing their last games. We'll touch on that a bit later.
Yep.
Will Schofield's going to be resting that face of his. Brad Dalziel and Brad Shepherd missing out. Well done to Sharrod Wellingham playing the game out. I thought after he rolled his ankle, we all thought, not another ankle. Yeah. And with his history, mate, he could have just turfed it and said, no, we're down by this much, I'm going to rest. Good on him for sticking it out and sticking with his teammates, I thought.
Yes, good.
I want your match winner. I'm going to go with Josh Kennedy. He's 4 off the Coleman medal. He'll be looking for individual accolades, surely. He won't be looking for individual accolades, but let's hope his teammates want him to get him over the line. Maybe a bit of drizzle on Saturday. That's not going to help, but he's had a sensational year, and I'd love to see the big fella kick a bag and get the boys over the line.
Good, mate. My match winner is going to go to a midfielder. It's going to be Scotty Selwood this week. Adelaide have actually had the record this year of allowing their midfield to get a lot of the football. I think Gary had it 49 times. Some other midfielder, Dane Swan or someone like that, have 40. So I'm thinking one of our midfielders this week is going to be Scotty Selwood.
Nice work, Roachy. Now, a massive moment on the weekend, obviously. Andrew Embley has announced his retirement of the playing group. He's going to finish on 250 games, a monumental effort from WAC. And Adam Selwood going to be joining him out on the park for a bit of a farewell game. Don't have this too often for West Coast because we played finals the last couple of years. Both been great servants of the club, premiership players. So get out there, show your support. Nico will do a lap of honour as well and should be good.
Yeah, it's going to be great, mate. Now,
speaking of great, having to catch your interview post-game of the Swannies for ABC TV. Mate, you look sharp.
I know, very polished, mate. It's because of this show. I've got a lot of practice in front of the camera, so yeah, it's done well.
Yeah, I don't know if the grill was looking great, but the words were certainly there. Look, if West Coast don't make the finals, guys, at least some WA footy fans out there can say at least Freo are in. At least we can support WA football as a whole, I guess.
No, not unless you're Chris Marston.
It makes me a bit sick, really. Well, good luck to them. Hopefully they make the grand final and get beaten by 100 points.